That's not your thing. What's up, Facebook? Welcome to Evening Tea with Gail and my sister friends. You guys, we wanted to hop on here. Usually we would be going live next week. But as you guys know, bringing sexy back to the marriage will be starting on Friday. And if you have not registered, you can go ahead and register because we went virtual. We went virtual because I care and we care about your health and safety. So we have went virtual. We're still going to be bringing all the thunder. You're still going to get all the goodies and everything that you would get normally if you came to bringing sexy back to the marriage. It's just going to be in a virtual forum. So I'm super excited about hosting BSB for the first time virtual. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. Thank you so much for joining us. We truly appreciate you. And so, as you guys know, I started evening tea. What is it? Been 2 years now? How long we've been doing this?
Yeah, I think it's
It's been
probably about
2 years. Ain't that crazy?
2 years.
I started evening tea because I usually get a chance to hang out with my girls, and now they all leaving and moving away. The only one left here is me, Tawan, and Lisa, and for a couple other people. Anyway,
Cam and
everybody
Vicky
else
and
done left us.
Candace.
And so, yeah, Candace and everybody else still in the area. But I started this because I wanted to literally be able to hang out with my friends and allow you guys to see that we just hang out, have a great time, support one another. And so again, you guys, thank you so much for hopping on. And I always like to start off with some praise because I am surrounded by some amazing women who are smarter than myself. And I don't say that because I think I'm dumb. I just know that with the way God has placed women in my life, it's always to stretch me and to take me higher and to open my mind to new things. And so I want to start off by saying, Mr. Tawan, I went to your vision board experience, and I don't call it a class or something like that because literally you help people transform their lives. And I remember when I first met you 2 years ago, because you was 12 and I was like 8.
Eight.
It's been how many years? Like 8 or 9, 10? I don't know. Anyway, when I met you, you was doing this class, and I was invited to it, and I paid my money to come, and I drove an hour and 20 minutes, and I got there, and you was talking about how to relax and open your mind and tap into your childhood and all this. And while you was doing that, I was thinking about how hungry I was. And in that moment, God spoke to me and said, you drove all this way. And see, in my mind, I thought I just drove that way to support you, right? That's what I thought, to support you. And God told me, he's like, you drove, and I thought I was just gonna go there and cut out pictures because that's all I knew that vision board was. Needless to say, God was like, you drove that way. You need to enjoy the experience. And I would have to say, that literally changed my life. It literally did. And I'm not saying that because it's you. I'm saying it because I seen the manifestation of what is done in my life. And so we've been trying for years to come up with something bigger and better than vision board because no shade to nobody, don't come for me, but sitting down cutting out pictures and putting it on a board, if you don't have a goal and you don't have a way to get there, it's just pictures on the board. And so I want to tell you, thank you for taking this experience to a whole nother level. Every time I've done a board with you, literally I have manifested 90% on the board. And I will have to say, the part that I did not manifest is because I didn't set the goals. I just put the picture. So I want to tell you, thank you so much for doing that, and tell the people what else you got going on, please.
Well, thank you, Gail, for that mini promo. I appreciate that about Envision Your Future, the Vision Board experience. So, yes, we did that last Saturday. It was definitely phenomenal. We had about 17 women look at Gail's Vision Board. And I just want to take a half a second to say why it is different is because I don't focus the vision board. That is just a byproduct, a part of the master class. What I focus on is the importance of having a vision for your life and what it means to have a vision, how you get to having a vision. asking you those important questions, tapping into who you are, how you want to show up in the world, and all that other good stuff. Then you do a vision board. Will direct you with your goals. So, from the vision board, one of the things that I am offering is a 2-day boot camp. It is a 2-day camp for goal setting to teach you how to set the goals because you can make these magnificent vision boards, but they mean absolutely nothing if you don't have a pathway to get there. And that path is setting goals so you can have action to take every day so that you can manifest those things that are on your vision board. And the boot camp will be the week of February 18th and the 19th. It's a 2-day vision 2-day boot camp, but it also comes with 3 group coaching sessions, just working on the mindset. Because let me say this, a lot of people do vision boards, a lot of people set goals, but their mindset is not in the place of growth. It's a fixed mindset, so it doesn't allow them to move forward with achieving the goals that they want. So we're going to talk a lot about having an abundance, a manifestation, a growth mindset, because all that is important to get you from A to B. So that's what will be going on. If you're interested, you can go to www.tawan, that's TAWAWN.com /VBE hyphen offer. We'll put it in the comment
Yeah,
where
put that in
if
the
you're
comments.
interested
That's
in
too
doing
much.
it. And the best that you will give them this is your same price that the individuals who attended the boot camp, who attended the Vision Your Future got. So you're getting a perk from being on evening tea. That's what's going on with
Amen. You
me.
guys, thank you so much. Can you hit us up in the chat and tell us where you watching us from? I really would appreciate that.
Mhm.
Okay, Miss Kiki Ramsey, tell us what you got going on because today I will tell you I got on your thing and it was fire. It was really fire. So tell the people, and we always start off evening tea just telling you guys what we have going on, and so I want to celebrate these amazing women God has placed in my life. So tell me what you got going on.
Thank you so much, sis. You all know I'm the founder and CEO of the Positive Psychology Coaching and Diversity Institute, aka PCADI, because the name is so long. However, we are starting a all new thing this year where we are coming to you live with amazing topics that are going to help you as a leader in your organization grow, and also help your organization grow as well. Hey, Tina. I think
Tina.
that's
Miss
Tina.
Chicago in the house. Hello.
Yes. And so we did a live today called Cultivating Your Meaning and Purpose in 2022, because I truly believe that purpose and meaning is the foundation of everything. It's why you were placed here on this earth. And if you don't understand that or know that, it's going to be hard to have that belonging in your organization, and it's hard to be happy. And so that's what we did today. Next week, we're having what we call Picaddy movie review. And so it's kind of like the book club version, but we watch movies and we come together and we discuss the movies and the themes that are running throughout the movies. Most of the movies have a diversity theme throughout the movie, because my company, Picaddy, we do leadership and diversity coaching for leaders within organizations. And so that's coming up next week. So you can look at all the social media for the updates on that and how to get registered. And then the last weekend of this month, we're having another webinar all about meaning and purpose and really how to dig into it, so that you can make the most amazing choices for yourself in 2022. And so if you would like, go to pcaddy.com, which is ppcadi.com. I'll put that in the chat for you. But we're excited just to be experiencing some live discussions with you all throughout this 2022.
All right. So and they can watch this on Facebook and all your other
Yep.
social media platforms. So that's
Facebook,
how.
YouTube, and LinkedIn. You can
Yeah,
watch
so
it on
you guys
Facebook,
make sure
YouTube,
that
and
you're
LinkedIn.
putting in the chat wherever you watching, where you watching us from, because we would love to give you a shout out. Hello, Miss Lisa Dove Washington, doing double duty. She just finished lunching with Lisa, and so now you over here with us, and I appreciate you. And you came in right on time because we're telling everybody what you have going on. I know you just launched something that is amazing, and maybe you can tell the people if they know somebody who's a hidden treasure how they can get in contact with you. So tell them a little bit about what you got going on.
So I'm preparing to, I know I've had a magazine since 2012. Is that right? Yeah, 2012. I don't know what's going on with my numbers. I had I'm like, everything is blending together now, but Dove Style Magazine since 2012, and I have decided that I want to have kind of an awards acknowledgement event. And I'm specific to wanting to kind of shout out people who rarely get that recognition, rarely get that, that shout out. And it's not to take away from those who are always recognized, but I noticed a lot of times with the award show, the same people getting awards, the same people getting recognized. And there's a lot of people out here doing things that, because they're quiet or they're shy or they're just like, oh, okay, I don't want to do the fight. And I want to kind of acknowledge them because I see them as hidden treasures. So we're going to acknowledge some hidden treasures. I'm going to start to share the criteria behind it. But yes, anybody who thinks that they've been working with somebody, they've been introduced to somebody in business, personal, whatever. This is not limited to entrepreneurship or anything like that. Just people that you think are hidden treasures in the world. It could be a mom, it could be a daughter, a grandmother, but I want to recognize some of these people because people need to know that there's more than just this small group that we always seem to see doing amazing things. So Hidden Treasures, sponsored by Dove Style Magazine, is coming this winter of 2022. I don't know what the world is going to bring us as far as being in person or virtual, but either way it's going to happen. So,
and Tawana, I want you to get Tabby under control, okay?
She in her house. I'm not understanding. She home. What you mean?
Oh, I thought it was a little one.
No, that was Tabby. That was Tabby
girl.
being rude.
Oh, it sounded like a little kid running around.
Yeah, Tabby was being bad. Hi, Jordan. How are you? Jordan is the bomb. So yeah, if you looking for social media, you better tap into Mr. Jordan on here. He takes care of us.
Sure does.
Let me just say this. We always talk about what we're drinking. So I'm starting off and let you guys know tonight I am sipping on hint water because my stress level is high and I need to hydrate myself so I can be good and ready for next week for bringing sexy back to the marriage. So I'm gonna be drinking water all week. Usually am drinking tea. So what you drinking, Miss Tawani?
Well, I am drinking a new blend from Tea Lovers Cafe called Purple Tea, and it is absolutely delish. So,
delicious, like Aunt Clarice is delicious.
It is delicious. So you can go to tealoverscafe.com. It's not up there yet. It will be.
But it's coming soon.
We will put that in the chat for Mr. Warren, but we're going to put all of these links to Dove Style Magazine. I'm going to put the links to Bringing Sexy Back to the Marriage since we went virtual. We're going to put the link to P. Caddy, and we put the link to Dove Style Magazine as well as the Tea Lovers Cafe. So y'all ready to dish some tea? All right, let's go.
Could you ask Kiki?
I don't care about Kiki. What Kiki and them? No, I'm just playing. Lisa, what you drinking? I'm sorry.
Actually, I didn't get a chance to drink anything, but I will share this. I'm going to be drinking chamomile tea. I've started this habit of I like having me a mug of chamomile tea before I go to bed. It's been the best little tradition I could ever start. I'm gonna have to check out the purple tea too, but man, having just one mug of chamomile tea is just like so.
Oh, okay. And so Miss Ramsey, what are you drinking tonight? I'm sorry.
So first of all, I have my women walking in their own shoes in her own shoes, honey.
All right.
Right. On my own shoes, even though they flip flops right now. That's what I'm doing. Um, and I have me cranberry orange from the Tea Lovers Cafe tonight.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
Y'all
hot.
know I'm fasting. I'm fasting. So,
Everybody doing good tonight. Okay.
yeah.
Everybody is doing good tonight. Hi, Miss Robin from Raleigh, North Carolina. Thank you so much for
Hi,
joining us. We
Robin.
appreciate
I
you.
love
Well, hi,
it.
Robin. All right, y'all ready? All right,
Let's go.
I thought this
Oh
was
no.
crazy. A bride over in China got pregnant before her wedding, and she asked the people was making her a bridal gown for $11,000, and she got pregnant. And as she began to progress in her pregnancy, she was having some problems in her pregnancy, and so she went to the people and asked them, could they postpone making her dress until she finished having the baby. And they said, no, we can't postpone it for 9 months or whatever. So the lady asked, could she get her deposit back, which was equivalent to $1,000 US dollars, compared to their money. And they said no, that they couldn't because it was a custom made dress. So the lady, pregnant and all, went in the bridal shop and took her scissors and went one by one and destroyed over $11,000 worth of dresses. And they was filming her while she did it. And she said, are you calling the police? The people said yes. She said, well, once I finish destroying all the ones that I dislike, I will sit down and wait for them to come to arrest me. Now the question is that she had an outpour of people, because they did arrest her, but they had an outpour of people saying that she was hormonal and she like kind of lost it, and that they should let her out of jail. What do y'all think?
Mm.
Where do you find these things? Let me first ask that question.
Girl,
I'm just telling
listen,
you. Y'all know I was in
listen.
fashion for years, but do you think now? Do y'all think that you could get so hormonal that you would sit up and cut up $11,000 worth of dresses? She just went by and just snipped them so they can't, you
That
can't
was
fix them.
first of all, that was premeditated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you can call it hormonal what? It was still premeditated because
Right.
she knew exactly what she was doing. And the fact that she was cognizant that they was going to call the police and that she was going to finish doing what she needed to do and then sit down afterwards. No, ma'am.
Means she need to turn around and put her
Yeah.
arms behind
Yeah.
her back, and
Yeah.
they can give her a cushion to sit on the bench. But what?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't seem like she had a problem with going to jail. It's more the people that has a problem with saying let her out.
Oh,
She was
let
already
her
prepared.
do what she feel. Then she was
was
okay
prepared.
with it. Take her.
She knew what she
Listen.
was doing.
She knew
knew
she
what
was
was
I
pregnant.
doing.
mean, maybe she wanted to get on that show, Love at the
Snap.
Lockup.
Oh, life
No,
after lockup.
She
Love.
went viral. She went viral. But and her fiance had to gather up the money to get her out. But everybody was saying that it should have been a felony, because if it would have been an ordinary person that was not pregnant, they would have still been in there. And so, they were saying, and the store owner, of course, was saying, I have $11,000 worth of damaged merchandise. She don't have the money to, reimburse me. And it was blatant, like you said, Kiki, it was blatant that she did it because she knew what she was doing. It's
Yeah.
like, who walks around? Well, I don't, but who walks around with just scissors in their purse, just to readily be able to pull them out and do that. So like you said, it was premeditated. I just wanted to know, would y'all have empathy on her because she was pregnant?
No,
Well,
I don't
I
understand
have a
that.
question. Why can't she pay for the dress? Because I think you stated that she was buying an $11,000 dress, right?
I don't
Yeah.
know. She says she can't pay for it. She got a baby coming. I guess. I don't know.
She was paying for that
But
They
see,
baby.
said
they
all
ain't gonna pay- no, if they were willing to accommodate her at her expanding belly as she grew, she would have said, "Yeah, I'll continue to pay for it." That's what it sounds like to me from what you just said.
Well,
And
no,
Yeah.
she
so,
wanted them to wait until she had the baby and then finish her dress.
which means she would have still been then paying $11,000.
$11,000, right?
Yeah.
right? So
So
when she finished, she
yeah,
would
and
have
she
paid
knew she was
$11,000.
pregnant when she did it, so she was aware that she would be going to jail pregnant. Yeah, it wasn't a surprise. Oh my gosh, I'm pregnant, so you're taking me to jail. No, you knew all that too. So yeah, have
But
several seats.
people use those things too as an excuse, right? Like,
Right.
I'm pregnant, you know, blah, 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 blah. But you just put your baby in danger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if
Because you don't
you,
know what somebody else is going to do
no,
behind you doing that. That was just dumb. And no, I don't.
And you don't know how long you're going to go to jail. You don't know where your
Yeah.
baby's going to be born. Is the baby going to be born in jail or not? Thank you have a father, so they don't have to take the baby and put it somewhere else. But it wasn't a well thought out decision. You thought you was getting somebody back, but all you did is hurt yourself in the end. Got
Yeah.
yourself a record.
Right.
Yeah, but she sat right on down and
Over a
waited for the
wedding
people to
dress.
come. So I guess, you know, like you said, they said she snapped and the hormones or
She
whatever.
ain't snap.
All right, we're
She done
moving
done
right
something like
along.
that before.
Now I kind of know how this is gonna go,
Uh-oh.
but I don't know. A college student friend, who, you know, like we all friends, gave him for Christmas. He gave all his little buddies. He went to the you know, lottery machine and gave all his little buddies a $2 lottery ticket, right? They college students now. And one of his friends, his roommate, his college roommate, won $1 million from the, you know, from his gift.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my question to you is, we went over this
I
last
already know what
time.
Lisa gonna say.
When Friday, when Ice Cube say he ain't giving nobody no more money for making them Friday movies because he paid them their $2,500. My question to you is, if somebody gave you a lottery ticket and y'all close, y'all roommates in college, and y'all know, well, in college I was struggling financially, but anyway, would you give your buddy some money because he the one gave you the ticket? Look at her,
Go ahead,
y'all. Y'all
Lisa.
so selfish.
No,
I would.
So
I would give y'all.
So
I wouldn't give you all the money, but I would break you off at least 70,000. If you in
so
college, 70,000 is a lot of
Out
money.
of $1 million,
you ain't getting nothing but 400. You're not getting nothing but 400.
look, so let me tell you this. So this
After
is how
taxes.
it works in the world of bowling. This is how I would handle it. In the world of bowling, you go into a pot, somebody whoever manages the pot or does whatever, really they ain't got no, they just managing it. So what I would do is I would give them something for the fact that you gifted me the $2. Now the amount you're talking about, nah, I'm not gonna be able to do that. But I would give you something as like a tip for, because so no, I mean I would give you
Y'all just
a
cheap
tip
because we went through this. Y'all mean and cheap.
Why?
We went through this with Ice Cube. Ice Cube is
but that was different. And I said no altogether because he was actually this somebody just paid $2. So what you saying? Give him back the $2?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this is your friend, this is your roommate, right? And you know he's struggling just like you, right? Why? Even if you walked away after taxes, and I did the thing, they will walk away with like 750,000 key. I did the taxes, but my thing is, what's wrong with giving
Let's
your
say that you win a $1 million jackpot. If you take the lump sum, because unless you're trying to take the annuity over the years, if you take the lump sum today, your federal income tax would be estimated as $370,000. Is that what you would be paying in taxes?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you would have.
So that's why you're gonna walk away with $700 and something thousand, right?
So why? But okay.
So
So
my thought is, what is wrong with you giving your roommate 70?
I said a tip. I didn't say your amount.
But why do I have to give them 70,000? Because let me say this.
I'm just saying I would.
Okay,
because I know that would change your life.
So let's say this. This is why most people, when they hit the lottery, don't have money 5 years later because of how they dish out money and give and give and give. And I'm not saying don't give. make provisions. I'm not going to give you $70,000 because A, I already got to pay taxes. If I gift you money, then I also have to pay the taxes on the money I gift you, because that's how the rule
you
goes with the IRS.
don't? Why?
Yes, with the IRS. That's the rule with the IRS. If you give somebody a certain amount of money, you pay the taxes on the gifting. But $1 million does not stretch far. I am a college, so that means I'm young. I have a whole life ahead of me. I will get a financial advisor who can tell me what I need to do, how I can live off of some of my dividends of this money. And I'm saying that I'm not going to give the person who gifted me, who shouldn't be expecting anything because you
Y'all the
gifted
same
me.
two. You and Lisa the same
Same
two
two.
that wouldn't
No,
give
you
the
doing
people.
it.
Okay, so here's what Jamil says, right? Jamil's my husband. He said if he win the lottery, first of all, if he in a state that you
You ain't
got
got to
the
tell
funds,
nobody. Gilbert ain't telling them either. He said
nobody
because he
would
don't
ever
want
know,
nobody.
first of all, right?
Mhm.
And he said, and then, but he would bless people. He wouldn't put money in people's hands, right? He would bless people like, how much are student loans? Oh,
Right.
they 30,000. Guess what? I'm gonna do that for you because I just want to bless
Mhm.
you. How much is your, depending on how much she wins, how much is
Can
your
he pay off
mortgage?
my
You
house?
talking about one
Yeah,
person who gifted, right? So that one person gifted, but like every
everybody. But here's the thing about Tawan was on the right track about the lottery, and so because we didn't work for it,
right.
right? Because we got it instantly. We do think that we're gonna give it out. Not to say that we don't give people something, right? Because I'm kind-hearted, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna bless people, right? But we have a different train of thought because Jamil, I had this conversation with him. He said, okay, let me ask you this. He said, when you make, say when you make $5 million through Picaddy, whatever, you just gonna give everybody, you just gonna give everybody dishing out like $50,000 here, money like that. And I was like, he said, so
Now,
why is
see,
it
I
why
think
is it
different because
different?
I
Because
probably
you just
would.
got a lump sum of money versus what you work for. It's the mindset
It's
around the
right.
lottery.
It's right.
It's a mindset. So
Mhm.
I will still figure out how to give, but
Mhm.
I had to start. I have to start rethinking of how that looks differently. That is really going to help people because people are going to take this money and they would do whatever they would do with it. And I'm not saying what that is, but it might not leave them in a better situation in the long run.
Correct.
And
Correct.
I just think it's wrong to do that and then to gift someone and then you're expecting that this is what they're supposed to do with their winnings. Now, if you gift
The
somebody,
guy, the
say,
young
hey,
man did
you,
the young.
if you
But wait a
gifted
minute, Lisa. The young man that gifted him the gift for Christmas, all his little friends. The guy just happened. He is not asking for anything.
I understand that, but
Okay.
I'm saying that the expectation, though, like you feel like that if you win it, you should automatically be doing something. I don't think that that's necessarily a fair expectation. It's a gamble. You win or you lose. But if the whole thing is, but if you do win, I'm looking for you to do this. Not saying that I wouldn't gift and bless people, but I don't think that's nobody's business. I don't think that you should be looking for me. I get to do what I want to do because this was a gamble. I might have walked away with this and still got nothing.
Well, let me say this. My mother plays every now and then. She has literally an Excel spreadsheet. And then knows my mother. So she's a financial. My mother is an accountant by trade. Keep going back.
You're
The
going
meal
in
said,
and out to one.
Emma, my mother has it broken down, talking about who gets what, who house she's going to pay off, whose loan she's going to pay off, who she's going to give a lump sum of money. We also talked about how you're going to waiver. You will not come back and ask for nothing else. Once you get this lump sum, once we do this, this is a done deal. But she has thought strategically about who's going to get it, who she's going to bless, and not that she has to bless anybody. When you do get that kind of sum of money, it is a blessing, especially when you're talking about if you won $35 million.
But
You can do
I don't know. I guess my heart is to give. And me and Gil have had these conversations as well. And Gil was like, ain't nobody gonna know I won or whatever. But my heart, my heart is to give. And I understand you have to get a financial plan and all that kind of stuff. I understand all of those things. But my heart is, God, make me rich, not to buy things, because God has blessed me with material things, but to literally impact and to change lives. That's why I want to be rich.
But that doesn't have anything. See, the part that I don't like about this is that people who want to give decide that people who want to do something different do not have the heart to give. We all have the heart to give, but we give differently. So, I mean, because you won't have your limits. It might be something that I might want to do and go into a restaurant and just tell everybody in the restaurant that's a way to, hey, you get $500, I can do it the way I want to do it. But it doesn't
understand
mean
that, but what I'm just saying to give.
But I get to make that decision. Doesn't mean that because I'm like, oh no, I'm not giving that much. It doesn't make my heart any less of a giver. But I think that people who think, oh man, you don't want to give them nothing, because I do feel like what Tawan said is I don't have to, but if I choose not to, does that make me not have a heart of giving because I chose not to give that? I mean,
I don't know. We talked. Well, it goes back to that thing where Ice Cube has made millions and millions and millions.
That's different to me.
He still don't owe
Friday.
nobody, and he
And
still
I
don't owe
would
nobody
go
a
back
check.
and pay them people, but y'all
He
said
paid
y'all
them.
wouldn't go
He
pay
paid
the
them
people.
according to
Yeah,
the
he
contract.
paid them. No,
He paid them.
I didn't say he didn't pay them. What
He
I'm
don't owe
saying
them nothing else.
is if he didn't make millions and millions and millions of
What that
dollars
got to
off
do
of
with-
it, why not give them more money?
Why
don't
not
have
be a
to.
better business person, and you should have had a better contract?
Whatever. Jordan, there are interesting topics. Thank you. All right, moving along, because I knew how that one was gonna go with the college student. I just put it out there. Yeah. Y'all, okay, check this out. Campbell Soup, y'all know the Campbell Soup is now making a line of Campbell Soup candles. Would y'all buy them?
Ew.
Lisa, you want a chicken noodle soup candle?
No.
I'm
You don't
telling
want
you,
a
they
tomato
really
candle?
they introduced it today. I'm not lying. Kiki
What
Googles
for?
everything. Google it.
What for?
Yeah,
Like,
I've
who wants
been
their house to
Googling
smell like chicken noodle
everything.
soup?
Yeah, I mean, just
Do you
think about
think
it.
I
Smell
just
like
pulled this stuff
grandma's
out
house.
the air? I'm telling y'all, it's true.
Okay. So here's a test. Go right now. Get yourself a can of soup. I was thinking about eating some soup tonight. Get yourself a can of soup and then smell it and decide, is that what I want my house to smell?
I like
Now,
soup.
hold up though. But some of them, see, some of that,
Sonya said no. Sonya said no.
chicken, you come in the house, be like, ooh, it's
We talking about Campbell soup though, Kiki.
It smell like
Hello,
chicken noodle
Wakila.
soup.
Hello, Sonia.
We talking about Campbell soup though,
But
not the progressive with the carrots and we talking about Campbell soup.
Campbell soup came out. You can Google it. Campbell soup came out with some.
They got
Robin
tomato,
said no too. All of these people, you guys,
candle.
thank you so much for joining me through my YouTube channel. I appreciate you. I really do.
Hold on. They got a tomato soup one.
Yeah.
No. That's a
And
no.
but listen. It's wintertime. What if you
I don't
in
care.
your house?
No, I thought that was horrible.
This smells like juicy tomato soup.
Yuck.
And give me a grilled cheese and
Yuck.
let's just cuddle up with some blankets and stuff.
No. Just eat it, Kiki. Sniff your bowl. Sniff your bowl.
No.
Sniff your bowl.
Where
Don't
you
like
get that
no
blanket
candle.
from?
Listen, this blanket matched my office.
I cannot.
Right,
I cannot with you.
I need you to sniff your bowl. Don't like no candle. Just sniff your bowl and get your high off of your. Don't nobody want their
You
house.
have been in somebody's house where you be like, "Oh, what you cooking?"
No,
See, look,
that's tomato soup.
Hold up, this is for all you women out there that can't cook. Get you this.
No,
this for you right now. Go ahead and get you something because you know what, and especially if you ain't booed up right now, he'll think you know how to cook.
Don't listen to Kiki.
Don't listen to Kiki.
Don't
do it.
Sonia, she said, "Hello, ladies. This is funny."
No, not the Campbell soup.
Yes.
That is not the chicken soup
telling y'all
that
what
you
to
want
do.
your house smelling like.
She's a chef. She said, but as a chef, when I make homemade soup, everyone is looking for a bowl.
Thank you.
Yeah,
But that's
Sonya,
different
like
than
Sonya,
lighting
they
a
look-
candle. That's
Right, they're
different
looking
than
for a
lighting
bowl.
candle.
They're looking for a bowl
But
of
see,
soup,
listen,
not a
all you got to
candle.
do, all you got to do is say, "Oh, we ran out." You know, that's what I
No, I'm gonna
feel
eat me a bowl of soup.
earlier.
Kiki,
That's
stop.
not like
That is not
candle.
positive psychology. That is
No.
not positive psychology.
No.
Don't do it. Don't stop setting these people up. Stop.
yeah, don't.
I'm trying to get people booed up. I'm
That's
trying to
going too far. That's not
That's
gonna
not
boo
gonna
you
get you
up.
booed up. That ain't gonna
That
get
ain't
you
That's gonna
booed.
get you in trouble because
Okay,
he gonna
so wait
want
a
you to
minute.
cook that soup and you can't do nothing. He gonna be pissed.
So let me
I'm
ask this then.
saying.
Because if you leave Campbell soup, or if you leave the soup in the bowl for a minute, it ain't a good smell. So which one we talking about? How
No,
long you
let me
supposed to
just
burn
tell
this
you.
candle? I don't know. I don't want it.
Listen,
I don't
hands
want it.
down, the chicken stars,
Same
Chicken
thing.
stars.
That is good.
the chicken stars,
It's
y'all.
still the same thing, Kiki.
In the chat, tell me if y'all know what's up with them
Kiki.
chicken stars.
All they did was change all they did was change the pasta to from a string to a star. That's it. There's
It's
nothing
yummy.
different.
And my kids love it.
I love it too, but I don't want no candle. I don't want no candle.
But
I
this is
don't
what I
either.
wonder.
I'm
This is
gonna
what I
go buy me
wonder.
these
Did
candles.
they really do some research to find if people really would be interested in
That
this? 'Cause,
Campbell soup,
I
they
mean,
ain't got to do that.
They got to.
but that's a
They
waste
got
of money. That's just
No,
seems like
it ain't
money
because
to me.
people like me, we about to go buy these candles.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Stop
Stop
lying.
lying. Stop
Stop
lying.
lying. Stop lying.
I done already heard about your purchases. No, you are not going to buy no candles. Campbell's.
Oh, Kiki, did you tell her you got your bar?
Bartasian up in the house.
Yes.
I can't try it yet because I can't drink no alcohol right now. So, but
I haven't opened mine yet, but yes.
listen, Jamil done already set it all up. So I'm going in the kitchen. I'll be like,
Well, let
Yeah, put the- have you put the
everybody
alcohol in
in
already?
on it. Let me
Have you
let
put the
y'all in
alcohol in
on
it?
what we're talking about. I don't drink, but all of these Lush buckets on here do. And so they Lisa introduced them to this thing called Bartesian. And what a Bartesian is what is it? It's like a
bar.
Keurig for the
It's
drinkers.
a Keurig
Yeah.
for alcohol, basically.
Yes,
Right. Like
drinks.
so you get the different pods of what you want. And they have
Margarita,
they
whatever
have
you
different
want to do.
cylinders where you fill it up with tequila, gin, whiskey, whatever. You pop the pod in there just like you do a Keurig, and you choose the strength and you push go, and it makes you your drink. So you can have a martini every night if you want to.
Tina said, I like Campbell soup, but I don't want
Yes,
no candle.
Tina.
Come on, Tina. You
That's
know,
right,
come on,
Tina.
girl. Come
No,
on over
Tina,
here.
don't
Let's get
listen to Kiki.
Don't y'all listen to
Don't
Kiki.
listen
Don't
to
listen to
Kiki.
Kiki.
The
No,
neighbors gonna be
ma'am.
like, "What is that smell? What is going on?"
I be like, baby, I didn't cook Campbell soup, but I just wanted you to think I've been slaving away in this kitchen because I do a lot around this house.
If I smell Campbell soup kind of out somebody's house, I'm out. Okay, no.
Yeah, but they did. They came out with a line of candle, and when
That's
I
too
seen
far.
that, I said, I
That's
said
too
they
far.
going too far. Anybody
will.
can do anything these
And
days.
they cost $62.
Yeah, they
Huh?
do.
For how much?
$62.
$2.
$2?
62. Wait, hold
Oh,
on.
that's what I thought you said. 62 for one candle?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
How
enough.
big is it?
Tomatoes.
I
How long does it burn?
Listen, if you're trying to please somebody and impress somebody, it
I
might
need
go
you to
with
stop
it.
that. I need you to stop
if
that.
you-
Do it again, Lisa. Do it one more time, Lisa. Do it one more time.
One more time.
Stop it. Stop it.
It was my hand ain't big enough, so I just went on and blacked it out. I'm giving you stop. Just stop it.
62. No, and I couldn't even make that up. All right, y'all. Y'all ready?
Yes,
Now, this
go.
touched my heart.
Somebody
This next thing
lunching.
we're gonna talk about touched my heart. It was a speed skater that her and her bestie was trying out for the Olympics trials. You know, I love to see people. You know, when it's the Olympics, I act like I'm there. I run hard, I skate hard, I do it all because I just love to see people achieve greatness, and especially when you are on a path and you have to be at your best for 4 years. You train all your life for that moment. For you know what I mean. I just love that kind of stuff, right? Robin say, wow. And so I love this, but it was a speed skater her and her friends, which her and her friend was trying out for the 500 speed skating thing, and right before um the finish line, her best friend tripped and fell, right? And she didn't qualify. But her friend knew that she was the best at that meter. It just so happened she ended up winning, and she gave her friend her spot. Would y'all have done that? Knowing that your friend, that was her specialty, that was her best, but she tripped and fell, and you knew that she has a better chance of winning that, because throughout all the competitions, you know, they have all the competitions to lead to get, you know, the trials. She has been number one in that, all, you know, all across the world, and she just happened to trip and fall and come in third place and did not place for that particular one. Would you have given up your spot? Y'all quiet.
We ain't even no good friends. Look at that. We got to think too hard about it. We ain't no good friends.
But the reason why, when they interviewed her, the reason what she said is that she was the best in the world, and she said she just so happened to have a fall, and that was the reason why she didn't place. And she said that even though she was good at that, she had another opportunity in another shorter race, and that's the reason why she did it.
Listen, chances are, knowing me, that's something that I would do. Because I believe in allowing people to walk in their gifting, right? Like I totally believe that. And so I can see myself doing that. I would really have to be in a situation to know. I mean, I think it would have been harder for me to do something like that if I ain't have no another chance to kind of get after it or something like that. But the fact that she had another chance to get after it, probably made it better. Now, whether she makes it or not is a different story. But I can see myself doing something like that, especially for somebody who I know is like, dynamic and stuff like that. Like, for instance, right now, like I'm a speaker. We're all speakers who are, in this circle, right? But I stay in my lane, right? So anytime now, like it wasn't like this in the past though, because we was all hungry. We trying to get the business and stuff like that. So I would speak on everything. You speak on sewing blankets. Yeah, sure do. I'm gonna learn how to do that thing before I speak, right? So, but now, like for instance, Gail is the marriage expert. Like she's been changing lives all over the world. And anytime somebody come to me and say, "Hey, do you know somebody who speaks or is a coach who really deals with relationships?" I automatically send them to Gail. Can I do it? Yes. But am I the best at it? No. Is she the best at it? Absolutely. So I will turn around and say, even if it was something super lucrative, I still wouldn't do it because I believe that what's mine is mine, right? And so I stay.
What I love about us is that we do that because perfect example when Cheryl, I do a radio spot once a month for Praise 104. When Cheryl came to me talking about vision and goals or whatever, I said, of course. Like you say, when we was hungry in the past, right? We was operating with a different mindset and scarcity mindset. I would have been like, yeah, I could do that, right? But I was like, I'm not the best at that. I said, let me put you in contact with the person that I go to get this. You see what I'm saying? So when you operate in your brilliance and you don't try to hold on to it, somebody else opens another door for you. Because for me, that was like a given that I shouldn't taught that class. You know what I'm saying? That was a given that it should have been given. And when it comes to like magazines and all this stuff, like social media stuff, when it comes to covering my stuff, I go to Lisa. I'm like, Lisa, can you do this? Because this is what that's her brilliance. Can everybody pull out their phone and do it? But is it gonna be excellent? No.
But I see the examples y'all showing is very different than this. So
okay.
And I might be the oddball out, but the person who entered into this as well had a dream to win this too, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, for sure.
So not I'm struggling with because she assumed, because I still feel, and people may feel differently, but a fall is a fall when there are people who were going to do great things, and for some reason it didn't happen. Then that was, God's timing, whatever.
Always.
So we can't redirect what's supposed to happen. So who's to say that that this particular time wasn't for them?
I was thinking that, Lisa, but here's what I also said I would do. I would really consult with God. Like it,
I mean, with that, of course.
So I don't know if we don't know if she did that or not. But if I were in the situation, if God was prompting me to do this thing, no doubt
Well,
about it.
yeah. I mean, if
Right?
that was the
You know what
case,
I'm
but I'm
saying?
just saying, if to I don't know that I actually agree with. Well, if she hadn't a fall, she wouldn't have won. We don't know that.
Yeah.
It still could have been somebody else, and it was their time, and they could have taken it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know that I would. Well, I'm going to give it to her because had she not fallen, this would have belonged to her. I don't know that that's.
I don't even think that I didn't hear that. I heard had she.
Well, you
I
said the
heard
friend said if she hadn't have fallen, she would have won.
no. I think what she said is she was the best, and so
She had been the best. Her
opportunity.
times, and you know how you gotta, in order for you to even qualify to get to try out for the Olympics or whatever, you have to have so many time stamps, so many.
I mean, I get all of that. I'm
Yeah.
just saying that this might have been the
So
friend's
I look at like Simone Biles and like all the stuff that happened with her in this last Olympics, with everything that was going on with her, with all the pressure and the mental health and stuff like that. And I forget the young lady's name who was kind of like second, but given a chance to come, in like Simone Biles' place. And she did phenomenally. But like you said, it might have not been Simone's time to be there, but it did give somebody else an opportunity to kind of get into that spotlight.
Well, that's a different opportunity,
like
right?
that.
But
So,
to pass it over, I don't know. Are you passing
Sonia
over?
Sonia said, no, I wouldn't give up my blessing. I wouldn't
That's what I'm saying.
be giving up my blessing. What God has for you is for you. And I'm kind of along the same lines of vein of Kiki. If you have been doing this at a high level and you had a bad day, and I know I had another opportunity, or I had already qualified for a race that I was more equipped to do, and I think I would have done it because we're both going and we're friends outside of, you know what I mean, outside of this. That's just me. What are your thoughts, Tawan? Tawan sitting there quiet.
Me and Lisa are really the oddballs here.
y'all listen, let me just tell the audience. If y'all need something,
don't fool with them.
Gail.
Don't believe something, because I'm telling you right now, if you
need something,
come to me, friends, I got you. But what I'm saying is, I agree with what
Adrienne says. She also is competing on another speed team. Maybe she gave up her spot on this one because she already is going to be there. That's what I was saying.
I just think that's a whole lot of assumptions. But like I say, I'm kind of with Sonia on, you're not, the other part of that is you don't, it's kind of like somebody who's always kind. So you get $100 in your pocket, your heart is so wonderful and pure, so you give up $75, but it's not meant for you.
Say no, give up no $75.
No, but be quiet. You know what I'm saying? That there's a blessing for you. So if you keep giving away your blessings, are you doing the right thing? So you just saying it because you're friends.
I'm one of those people who believe in sowing and reaping.
But
so
listen,
I sow what I want to reap.
Listen, if God gives you a blessing, though, is he giving you the blessing so you can give it to your best friend?
Maybe.
Well,
maybe not. Maybe not.
This is not necessarily about sowing, reaping to me.
Right.
It's not about that. It doesn't matter if she did what they say, that she was able to in another competition at a speed. An opportunity was presented and didn't take it. And that's where I see the problem to be. It doesn't matter whether she was number one or not.
Right.
You had an opportunity to show what you could do and to do it, and you chose not to because you
But
want to go big and have a
it's not
speech.
like
Is
she
that okay
lost.
though?
It's
It's
not like she
okay.
No,
lost. She
that
failed.
happens.
Nobody says she lost. My thing is this: if I placed, if Kiki failed, and I know Kiki is the best runner, I'm not going to give Kiki my spot because he failed. Because this might be an opportunity that God is allowing for me to shine. Sometimes we give away the blessing. Lisa was saying it might have been an open door. Situations happen. Think,
Y'all know not to fool with them.
why
Yup.
not the fool with me? Why would you say the fool with me? Because I'm not willing. Because I won. Honestly, I won. I got the position. So now you're saying I automatically should just
Ooh.
turn it over because Kiki is better at running than I am, and she
I
could have been
like what
faster.
Sonya just
Because
said.
how about this? We both
I
competed,
do.
both did what we needed to do to that place.
That's what I was asking. Like, so
But
now
here's
you
We
but,
both
negate
but
all
both
here's
the
needed
work
to
that
get to
she
this
did
place.
because you
we're
assume that
not
she's better.
saying that. I'm not saying that, right? I am saying that I am going to consult with the Lord because the Lord might want me to give this
Away.
to my
But I mean,
friend. Like,
that's a might. But
But,
what we're
okay,
saying
okay.
is,
But you said you're going to consult with the Lord. Gail said she's going to automatically give it. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not going to consult with the Lord because if you have a spiritual relationship, guess what? If He speaks to tell you to do that, and if you're connected, you hear that, and you're going to be obedient. But if He
yes,
does not say that, if He doesn't ram in the bush, if He doesn't part the sea, if He doesn't give us feed the multitude, guess
You
what?
gonna
Tawana's
leave
going
your
to take that
friend
position.
behind from the Olympics.
but you're not leaving your friend behind. You're not leaving your friend behind. This is an
why we
opportunity
gotta have the
for
hands
you
like
because Gail was talking about y'all better watch out for them. I'm trying to
Lisa
tell you,
ready to fight?
y'all don't miss out on your blessings listening to that because I mean, I'm serious that everybody's giving their own blessing,
Oh my
and
God.
it doesn't mean that I'm proving. I
Yeah,
don't have to prove that I am this because I passed over my blessing to you because you envision that such and such is better at this. Maybe this is your point where you might be. Ain't nothing wrong with us being both in the same rate. That girl put in the same time that this other girl put in to place. The fact that I didn't fall, I'm supposed to just pass it up because I didn't fall.
But she's still
Sonya said it
what?
best. Sonya
Maybe
said
she
it
was.
best.
Hold on. Well, maybe she was so willing to give over her spot because she had already made it in another race.
Maybe she
Or
was
maybe
so
she
willing to
don't
give
feel
up that because she didn't believe enough in herself, so she gave it to the person who she thought was best qualified because she didn't think she could do it. So friend failed, and she think that's the only way she got it by a default. How about that?
that part.
How about that? See, it's a whole lot of places you can
Look,
go
me
with
and
it.
Kiki.
That's
Yeah,
that part.
but
If you're
but
not
but but
confident enough to know you can do it, you've
but
been
the
giving it.
funny thing, y'all looking like that, but is that not a possibility? Because
Absolutely.
this girl is
It's about anything is a possibility, right? All of this is a possibility. I'm just saying that I'm going to do it if I'm led to do it. And if the Lord said, I'm going to give up the spot, I'm going to do that.
And if the Lord said, "Don't give up the spot I gave
Then I'm
you
not
to
going to give
do,"
it up,
then you're not
right?
going to give it up. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not going to give it up.
It ain't
Sonya
going to be no
said,
automatic.
"Don't be mad at me, but God doesn't call the qualified; He qualifies those that He called." And it's so true. And we take things and move in so many different kind of ways. The way we are programmed in our mind to see things to be.
So
But
you gonna
Lisa, me and
manipulate the
you,
blessing, right? You gonna
hey
tell
Lisa,
God where this blessing's supposed to go.
hey Lisa, don't worry about it. Me and you just stay on the island
So
by
now you
ourselves.
telling God who they supposed to bless and when. Oh, excuse me, God got it wrong. It wasn't supposed to come to me. It's supposed to come to you.
He might have said that.
And he
God
Nobody
might have
might
not.
said that.
Well, God might have
Nobody said
orchestrated
that.
her
You
for
on a
him.
whole different playing field. Anyway, I want to talk about this last topic. Okay. I want to talk about this last topic. It's about your girl Tasha K and Carly B. Y'all hear about them?
No.
Tasha
Okay,
K.
Tasha K is a well-known celebrity blogger who is real ratchet. She just real ratchet. And basically back in 2018 to 2019, she Cardi B blew up, of course, and she was saying that everybody's worshiping Cardi B and all this kind of stuff, and her and Offset or whatever. But what Offset did not know is that he didn't marry a music star. He married a prostitute that had a bunch of STDs. And she went on this rampage or whatever. And at the time, Cardi B was got real hurt behind it, got real depressed, and now she's taken the young lady to court because she said it was slander, and it caused her, to have problems in the bedroom with her husband and stuff, because he started questioning, did she used to be a prostitute, did she have all these transmitted diseases? So she was taking all these tests and all this kind of stuff, and it stressed her out because she got pregnant and all of these different kind of things. So now she's suing the young lady, and she said it got so bad that the young lady wouldn't stop, with all of this blogs and all of this stuff, and people was calling her nasty and all this kind of stuff. So she said she got so depressed that she wanted to take her life. And we look at these celebrities, right? And I get the opportunity, and y'all have got the opportunity to work with them, but they present one way, but you don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. So my question to you guys is, when it comes to Cardi B, would you have ever thought that she allowed, because they put on these faces and stuff, do you think that, would you have ever thought that she had came to a point in her life where she wanted to take her life because of what somebody was saying about her?
Yeah.
I mean, I follow Cardi. Not like, like
Mhm.
that hard or nothing like that, but she's always talked about these things being hurtful. Like
Mhm.
I mean, from like the beginning, she's always talked about these things being hurtful. And she's cried like
Mhm.
on social media and all those things. And so, and like when these things happen with Lizzo, right? Like
Mhm.
people were, and so she got on and so, try to take up for Lizzo, and Lizzo has been through a lot of depression around just what people say. And that's why sometimes you can't read what people say, because people is stupid in the sense
Mhm.
that some people don't care about your feelings. And especially when it comes to social media, people will say whatever they're going to say because they're behind these phones, they're behind these computers, and you can't see or do nothing to them, right? And so
Mhm.
I just think that people are very insensitive, and they don't realize that their words do hurt. Like about, like, that saying, you say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. That is the
A
biggest lie
lie.
ever. Like,
A
that
lie.
is
Mhm.
a lie, because words do hurt you, and words do cause people to commit suicide and be depressed and stuff like that. So, like, like you said, Gail, we've coached and
Mhm.
and spoken for, a lot of, celebrity people. Like I coach CEOs of major, Fortune 500 companies. All of that, they the same. They human
And
beings.
I coached a whole
I
bunch of
mean,
them in their
everybody.
marriages and relationships.
I
I
mean,
don't
but
put their
people are
business
people.
out there,
Yeah, people
but
are people. So it doesn't. But I mean, I could tell, and it's just me. I can just tell the way she carries herself, and the loudness to me always seemed like a cover
for
for feelings. So
Mhm.
I'm not surprised that it would affect her that deeply, because I think the louder she is, the more it's a reaction to the defense to whatever people are saying about her. Because I mean, she has had a troubling past, and she's trying to rise above that. And when
Mhm.
somebody brings it back, of suggesting certain things that she's done or whatever, I'm sure that's a blow to her. She doesn't want people to know it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it damages her every time. Whether she's getting help behind that, because a lot of times
Mhm.
people with money, that's how they cope. They do these extraordinary things for their children. They show up and have this glamour. So you always see her glamorized and all that kind of stuff, or you see her, cussing folks out and keeping it real. But a
Mhm.
lot of times that's a mask for I'm
Mhm.
I'm in pain. And
Mhm.
since nobody will listen to me and nobody's gonna believe that I'm in pain, let me just, act out this
That's
way.
why.
Um, so
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not surprised that that would affect her.
I guess I was surprised by how vulnerable she was when it came to this particular blogger. And I understand they're hit all kind of ways. And like I said, I get to see the behind the scenes with their marriages and their struggles and their relationships and all, like I say, social media can be a beast. And social media has came for each one of us in different ways. But when it comes to that, we have to be very sensitive to people. Just because they do live a very public life, they still are human beings with feelings, and they still have families and still all of those different things. And we put them on a pedestal. But I will tell you, most of the celebrities and athletes and stuff that I have worked with, they're very fragile. I hate to say it, but they really are. They're very, very fragile.
Like,
but they have to
like
put on
Robin
this
said,
persona
yeah.
that
But I would
they're
guess,
the top.
that. I mean,
Yeah.
whether they're celebrity or not, I don't know.
Robin, you're correct. We are all human and we all have feelings.
Yeah, I don't put the celebrity on it because I mean they really are just people. And if you know somebody that's in that limelight, if you were talking to them, you realize that there's nothing different about them. So it's nothing that celebrity which make me feel differently about how they would handle these kind of things. The celebrity really wouldn't have anything to do with it. I think everybody's journey has you have triggers. And hers, I know what hers are. It might have been at this particular, I don't know, Tasha K or whatever, but it might have been the exposure she has to the public where she maybe felt like that she can really, get to people. Like she might not be worried about the small folks, but Tasha K may have a big following. So she knows that this is never going to end, or I'm going to keep hearing this. And so, it could be anything.
But, people were saying for Tasha K coming for Carly, and she come for all the big people who are hot. It's and she's made her name for herself or whatever. But it's like she gets to a point where she becomes nasty instead of reporting what the dish or the tea or whatever. And they were saying that she picks the bigger one so she can make a name for herself and say, oh, she really go in
because she in pain too.
Yeah,
anybody who does that to somebody else is in a whole lot of pain.
Yeah, and that's key. That's right there. I think this thing with Cardi B is you start talking about people and having sexually transmitted diseases, and you're putting these things out because the unfortunate celebrity or non-celebrity, if I say today Kiki cheated on her husband 5 times and people know that Tawan is connected to Kiki, whether it's true or not, they're going to believe. Or if they just want to believe it because they want to believe whatever they hear, they're going to believe it. So start putting stigmas. But I'm walking around and I have a D because I follow Cardi B. I've been following this a little bit. Have gone to court. She had to go get tested. The judge had to look at the test and had to expose and say it's not true. This is why she now can go back and sue this woman. That is a lot of stress to have to be going through. Then you're responsible for your family, your husband. Of course, somebody start looking at you crazy because this girl. Now, let's be very clear. This Tasha K has credibility in some places.
Yes,
not necessarily with this. But she had, and when she started talking about sexually transmitted diseases, where did you come up with this from? Well, she might not have had, I think she was saying that she had herpes and they had to make her keep getting tested for herpes.
And that's a crime, ain't it? Ain't that a crime? You can't go out there.
Yeah, that's what Sonia said right here. It's punishable in the sight of law because if it's slander.
Well, that's why Cardi B is suing her because she's saying you said all of this falsehood and you got all of these people talking about I was a prostitute and I'm spreading disease. And she said, and all of this, she said, I got a baby, basically I have a baby. And even though the little baby name, I forgot her name. What's her name? I know she married Offset. What's the baby's name?
Baby.
Anyway.
Baby.
What the little baby, she said eventually my baby's gonna grow up and be able to read this stuff and hear this stuff and culture. That's the baby name.
It won't go away.
It will not.
It won't go away. The baby's name is Culture. I remember now.
Now, can I tell you something that's funny that when I was reading an article where it said that no, she does not have herpes and she did not give it to anybody, that does not mean she did not give somebody a sexually transmitted disease. I said, what kind of fracking bull is this? So
That's
see,
because somebody wants to believe the narrative. And that's the problem with putting something out there in the universe, because there's somebody who wants to believe that, whether it's true or not. And that's why you're supposed to be careful, especially on this internet with these, everybody is on the internet now. This is all permanent. Okay, it doesn't go away. So when your grandbabies and all of this stays. So I think people don't realize the impact and the domino effect. So I mean, and that's why people are so careless with what they say out their mouths. They just say anything and think, okay, it's over with now. It's some things are never going to be over with. Think about the rumors that have lasted for people that you've heard that have never gone away, even though it's been cleared up and everything. And I'm talking about like people accusing people of touching kids or cheating, all that stuff. It's not cool. It's just not cool.
It's not. I think that a lot of people look at these celebrities and think that money solves all problems. Child,
yes,
like it does not solve all problems. As a matter of fact, the more money you got, the more problems you have. It's true, because people coming after you, you know what I'm saying? People, talking about you like like you're not even human, and those kinds of things. And I think that we really need to take a step back before we actually start, out of our mouth about somebody else. Really think about the ramifications of it. But here's the thing. People in this world right now, so many people don't even know how to love themselves. Right. And so how are they to care about other people, especially stars who they think God had made? Right. People are envious and stuff like that. So they really don't care at this point what other people feel. And so I see Tina said Cardi did admit going to hotels with men and drugging and robbing them.
Wow.
So I mean, but here's the thing.
But isn't that, and then a whole bunch of things that she's done in her past? I don't know that
we all got a past.
Getting all of that. Yeah.
Adrian said money just amplifies what and who you already are. And I agree that.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
That's true.
Yeah. Y'all see it on this on here. Me and Gail, we so giving. And we
my goodness,
y'all see it between this group right here.
Y'all see it, me and Kiki's heart.
Okay, well, let's solve the problem. Give it to me then. If y'all so let's open up your wallet right now and give me what you got, okay?
Let me see. I got my
money where your mouth is.
Look, I'm gonna be like Swan. I don't carry cash.
I bet you don't, but I'll take a credit card.
I take a credit card. But let me say this: tomorrow I will be going all the way across the bay to meet Gail, because I'm so giving, to give her some things that she needs. So to talk about somebody being giving or not giving. Guess what? And
she's gonna really sew into you guys goodie bag. All you guys, people who are registered, certain people who register for BSB, y'all gonna get a really nice. Well, the good gift bags are off the chain. I'm not
and Lisa, and guess what? And I didn't even win $1 million, and nor did she fall anything like that.
And she ain't even have to fall. All
right, wait a minute.
Whatever.
What is that?
And I'm gonna give you some Campbell soup, some Campbell soup. That's what I'm gonna give you, Miss.
All right, y'all need to put these links. Before we get Kiki, you're not gonna get nobody a man with them $62 fake candles. If anything, you should go get. You could go to the dollar store and get a much sexier roll candle for $1 and convince some man to get with you instead of that old $62.
Don't do that either. Though them dollar candles don't be smelling good either. Don't.
Oh well, I'm just trying to help somebody. Not spend $62 on some
use your own feminine wiles. Use your feminine wiles, and to get you a. And if that ain't helping you, then I
don't really care that much.
Okay, Tea Lovers Cafe, you need to put your thing in the chat.
Anything in the chat.
Caddy, you need to put your stuff in the thing. Lisa, you need to put your stuff in the chat. And for you guys who just have joined, just
we
joined
can't do that, Gail.
Oh, y'all can't? Why you can't?
We keep telling you that, but you don't listen.
That's because
Okay.
it's your.
It's $1.25. So you mean to tell me the dollar store is now the $1.25
That's
store?
right. She said, get it straight.
Where you been, Kiki? We talked about this 2 T's ago that the dollar store was going up 25 cents. Where you been,
You ain't
Because
watching
you
Kiki?
the
know what?
commercials.
Listen, because I was about to take my kids so they could go get them something, but they can't afford it right now. They can't afford that
Oh,
right
wait a
now.
minute, Miss Giver. Oh no, you going to give them that 25. Okay, go get
They
it.
Yes.
can't. They gotta work. I gotta put my. They gotta color me some more
No,
You
pictures.
didn't
no.
know the dollar store was going up to $1.25, girl.
No, I ain't been to the doc.
But
No.
Gail and you can give them that 25 to make up the difference.
I will
and
send
go
my
get
babies 50
that.
cents
Well,
through
then
Cash
do
App,
that.
okay?
Well,
Because
you
I
Do
want
already
them
got
to be
to
able
take
to
some
shop.
food, honey. So you
Give
know.
them the
Look,
25
look,
and
Kiki,
go.
I'm the giver. Look, Auntie Gail, I'm hungry.
Y'all, my baby told
And
Auntie
what
Gail,
she said about you, Kiki, when she said you weren't feeding your children, that you was not no giver. You did not give them something to eat. That was you.
listen, Trey forever hungry. Y'all, my baby is 3 years old and he forever hungry.
That's
It don't
right.
No,
matter. Like,
this what he said. Auntie Gail. I said, what, baby? I'm hungry. I
why
said, Kiki,
you gotta say it like that?
that's what he said. Say it, he didn't say it like that. Say he didn't say it like that.
Like that.
Say it, he didn't say it like
No,
that.
listen, why it was so funny was because I was driving in the car with Trey. Trey can't see Auntie Gail. All he can do is hear her through the car speakers. And so instead of telling me who can provide for his needs, he tells Auntie Gail that he's hungry and she on the phone. You know what I'm saying? So,
And I made sure he got some food too.
Well, go on, giver. Keep giving. Shoot.
Lord. So, oh my
Look,
God.
look. Hey, look. Auntie Gail, Tawan's hungry. Can you send some food over by Uber Eats, please? I would like some Chipotle. Okay,
TT hungry.
TT hungry. Auntie, before we get off, could you send Uber over to my house to eat and send me some food, please?
No, you go to bed and you're fasting tonight, and I'll see
No,
you tomorrow.
Kiki's
my.
fasting. Look, Kiki's fasting. Look, what happened to the giver? What happened
Right.
to your friend?
Oh, look, no, Kiki say, I don't know. I don't know.
Look, because if I fail, you would give me a spot if I fail. If we was
I would give you a spot if I knew you was the fastest in the world. You just had a bad day.
Unless you was hungrier, Tawan, you're not going to get it. Because if Gail is hungrier, I'll buy you another one, but you can't have this one. Okay.
see,
Whatever.
And
Yeah,
listen,
I don't. Y'all not finna make me feel bad. But again, you guys, I am so grateful. I'm putting the links in, trying to talk to them. They out of control. They need some discipline. But anyway, again, Wakila, I know you register. I appreciate you so much for registering. I can't wait to see your beautiful face.
Robin, have you registered? Adrian, Sonia. Let me go back up here in this chat. Tina,
How y'all
have you all
register for
registered
BSB? It's virtual now.
It's virtual.
Yep, it is
Come on.
virtual. So I want y'all to register. But you guys,
and you
thank
get to
you
see
so much
all of
for-
us when you get to see it when you become all of us play a part in bringing sexy back.
Yeah,
Me
listen, they paid me a
and
check,
Lisa don't
honey.
give anything, but me and Lisa don't give anything now. I'm sorry, me and Lisa don't because we
They don't
selfish.
give nothing.
We ain't got nothing.
Look,
What we got?
But we selfish.
True.
Thank you guys for tonight. It was great. Loving it. Oh, thank you so much, Sonia. I appreciate you. I really do. So you guys go make sure you register. I love you guys to pieces. Thank you guys for joining me on Evening Tea. You know, I love you guys so much. I appreciate you so much.
All right, Benita. Yes.
Good night, ladies. We will see you guys, and I'll make sure all the links to the boot camp, to the Vision Board boot camp, to Dove Style Magazine, to P Caddy, all of that. It will be in the thing. You guys, thank you, Robin. You said you will have a nice night. Good night. Bye.
Hey, y'all.
Look, hold on. I want to play my promo that Jordan did for me. Where is it at? Oh, there you go.
She done just gone.